Today we're going to take this. This is the most accessible way to get into sim racing really in terms of a rig. This is a GT Mega wheel stand. I'm here with Nathan today. He's a very fast sim racer. We're going to see if we can modify this thing to turn it from the most basic way to go sim racing into a sort of mid-range setup. And to do that, GT Mega have very kindly sent us a chair. And what they say is a very secret piece of equipment that is going to be the connecting factor. So let's get into it and see what we can do.
Get this open.
This is a nice start already. I like the fact that they put the Allen keys and the screws and these kind of end caps on the side of the chair in a nicely sealed thing like that. I like that, not just a bag. So that's plus marks already. We're going to see how quickly we can build this basically. You know what we haven't found, we just ignored, is the instructions.
Oh, to be honest, yeah. I think it's such a typical thing for men to do. Didn't need the instructions to know how to put the wheels on.
Yeah, well, I think it's because remember that has to screw on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just put it. I think do that last because then we'll screw that onto the bottom. I think all we need to do is I need to attach this to this, screw this in here. Then we turn this upside down.
Yep.
We bolt that on. Then this is all assembled and we just drop it. So they go in like in there, back in the holes. That's the lumbar
So
spooler.
that right there, that's all the screws that came.
That's all the screws.
That's crazy.
That is crazy, yeah. And these are just caps for like the ends. It's literally just, you would think something like this, you need like 8 screws.
Yeah.
But it's obviously just, where even are they?
See.
Oh,
So
you know the difficult thing about this?
Yep.
Which way is front, which way is back? Front.
Okay. That's not very difficult.
But again, that's a nice thing. Like,
Yeah.
all you got to do here is mount it one way or the other. And if you get it wrong, it doesn't work. So luckily they put front on the front, which I do appreciate. Now there are a lot of screws here that I wonder, so where do these four go?
Don't know.
This is like, where do, yeah, it's like
Probably
when you make,
the arm mounts, the
Maybe.
armrests.
when you make IKEA furniture and you're left with some bolts at the end, you're like, oh, I didn't really need them, did I? Oh, I think I know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know the bits that go on here?
Oh, possibly.
I think they screw and then you have some
to
caps.
cover all that up.
It goes in there, yeah. Okay, so, oh no, we should do the arms now, shouldn't we? Upside down. So this is another one where we don't want to get it back to front. One of them's in red and one of them's in white, bubble wrap. Do you think there's a reason?
You want the longer side at the front. Oh, mind you though.
Does it say
It
left?
says right. They are marked.
Yeah, but now we're upside down.
So this side is going to be the right side.
Okay, this is going to be left side. Nice. Basically, what we're finding out is they've made it a little bit idiot-proof, which I personally find very helpful.
Oh look, even easier.
Just in case we didn't see it. Someone in the factory at GT Mega has labelled that, and I just want to let you know I appreciate you. The only thing you could do now is you could do it like that. If anyone's building a chair and done like that, that's not going to work. This is the one thing that you've got to watch out for when you're doing these sort of holes. When the material of the seat gets inside the thread, it can really mess up the whole thing. You need to go right over the top and see. So if you've got a situation like that, it's difficult. I'm going to try and just put it in again.
So is this available to purchase, this one?
This,
Or
I
is that-
understand, is now available to purchase.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
And it's called a wheel stand chair link.
okay.
Right, should we put this here?
I am interested to see how that works because this is on wheels
Yeah,
and somehow it's got to be secure. So
I know. That's the thing, like entry level, we
Yeah.
can accept a bit of flex and moving, but this is meant to take it, I would say, mid-level. Not like a, aluminium 80-20, but somewhere a bit more sturdy, and that's what everyone really wants. Precision manoeuvre. Right, you do the honours?
Or should I sit on it?
Yeah. So it doesn't collapse.
Feels alright.
All right.
Where's the adjuster? It's down. I think it works.
Oh, so that's a successful chair.
Yeah,
All right,
it's good.
Let's quickly put on these bits then, so
It's good.
it looks decent. Up and then lean, yeah.
Okay. And you have to actually push it down to lock it, I think. Because you can lift it up and leave it there.
Does it lock? It should auto lock, I'd imagine, but I don't know.
Oh. Oh my days.
You know, there's players who play, like Counter-Strike and these sort of games.
Yeah, maybe if you get the F1. Oh my goodness.
We're really stress testing this chair now.
It's good flexibility, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that. In all seriousness, on the rig, because I have a GT Mega rig, like you actually don't get that adjustability. You can't adjust the height. You can't adjust back and forth. But this arguably might be done with the chair, which, as you can see, we just built basically a regular chair.
I wonder what this is for.
That is lumbar support.
Does that go at the bottom?
So the way these work, and then these actually feed through here. Oh, and there was neck pillow as well.
Slide it through a bit.
Yeah.
If I could have a little...
So this is this setup here is what a lot of people will actually start on, right?
Yeah.
Basically, this clamped to a desk or a wheel stand and then an office chair.
Yeah.
Now on this Moser brake, I've put a brake mod kit on it to get, obviously, you want the resistance brake.
Yeah.
And you can see that when you push on it,
either
you're going to push this off or you're going to push the chair back. Now, you're probably not going to push it off because you're onto the wheel.
No. This is just for position, really.
Yeah. What I'm concerned about right now, that we need to work out, is your arms are very straight.
Yeah. That's...
But then how's that working with the legs? But you can adjust the pedals. Like at the moment, these pedals are all the way to the front.
Yeah.
Unless you're on very deep carpet, that chair's going to move. Now, I know GT Mega do make lockable steering wheels. And on carpet, that might work. But if you imagine if these wheels were locked, what would still end up happening with enough force? Because how much kilogram force do you put on a brake pedal? It's like insane, isn't it? Like
my one's 90 kg.
90 kilograms.
Yeah.
So what you'll do is you end up just lifting these ones upright and you end up like rocking up. And that's not as bad, but it doesn't give you the feel. That's fine when you're entering sim racing, but what we're trying to do here is eliminate that. And what I've been told is that this is the secret sauce, the chairlink. So a lot of people watching, or you're going to have a chair, and or you're going to have this clamped to a desk or have something like a wheel stand. So let's see now if we can bridge the gap. Right, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, no, seating position of this is good.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's no stiffness at the moment because this is not secure, but the seat is nice, it's comfortable.
Is that in? Okay.
I reckon.
Yep.
That goes there.
Does it go underneath?
Just a guess.
Does it go underneath or on the top, do you think? Is there a screw on the bottom?
Do you know what? Like that. And then does that butt up to there? Just a guess.
Yeah, there's obviously some adjustability here. I feel like this is closer than you had the chair previously. Some of it is to do with the shifter bit.
What about this kit?
That's stuff we can use. That's stuff that came with Moser and GT Mega. Is it better to have it? I've just got my finger.
Yeah, I think it's better to have it this way, but even still, that you can.
But you know what would sort that completely is just having a pad here, any sort of pad. I think.
Yeah.
Do you wanna? If you pass me the Allen key, I'll do this one.
Yeah, if you had something you could slot behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Just to fully butt it up against the front there.
Yeah.
Then there's less space for movement.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, like when you're turning or whatever.
Yeah.
There is still room for some movement.
I think we're about to find out.
You can do the honours this time.
All right, I'll do the honours then. I really don't know.
What is this?
So what I'm having at the moment are those wheels lifting?
No.
What's lifting then? Is it just my seat?
The base is flat. It's just movement in the seat.
Because that's no good.
You know, there's like a tilt tensioner underneath.
Yeah, the big one.
Does that stop that from happening?
I feel like we really want to make this as stiff as possible. Can you sit in it? And I just want to see what's going on. Because otherwise, the wheel bit is working fantastically. It's really good.
It's moving. I'm just thinking this big one. If you turn it,
yeah,
I
it's
think
a
you
big
have to screw it in. Then it stops that from happening.
Is that better though? That looks a bit better maybe.
So I guess I keep screwing it in then.
Yeah, as far as it will go. I never know how that thing works. I guess it just screws up tighter and tighter and the flex is on like.
Okay, I see why the cap came off because it's screwing up a bolt.
Yeah. All right.
Going up a lot now. I'll see if that's.
Let's see. This could be it actually.
Yeah. So now the only movement is.
So now it is a bit. It's just the kind of flex.
It is very, very stiff now. Well, compared to before. Instead of getting a lot of braking power from my upper back, which would lead me to do this.
Yeah.
I'm having to force the strength to come from here,
So it doesn't push the top of this back.
which is why I like this back down
Yeah.
there. So then I'm able to get the force
Yeah,
from my leg to my hip
yeah.
instead of my upper back. And if I do that, it doesn't move at all.
And that's full pressure. That's interesting.
Yeah.
The other thing is that
Whereas
if you have just a standard chair with no adjustable back, that should work.
So the force that I'm putting into the brake pedal, I'm not moving back at all, am I?
No.
So this has got a big braking zone here. So that was foot all the way down.
Yeah. No. It looks. It's. I think you probably adjusted your braking to like you said, like not.
Yeah, I've had to change the way I brake, the way I get the force into the pedal. I've had to change it
Yeah.
based on this, but it's very manageable. It's still, it doesn't feel unnatural or anything.
Considering how worried I was when we were like putting that together, it's quite. They've obviously put a lot of thought
It
into
really,
it.
yeah. Like you might have concerns when you're building it, but it really doesn't feel bad at all.
Yeah.
And as for the swivel of the chair,
Yeah.
it's not something I've been thinking about.
So I think the big question is, the wheel stand is very affordable, but now we're adding a seat, we're adding the chair link as well. Like,
Yeah,
ultimately, this compared to a play seat challenge, I think
Yeah.
that is the.
it's much better, yeah.
Then I think I would say that for me, a play seat challenge actually is very comfortable because it's like the deck chair.
Yeah.
But we both used play stand for years. The thing is, you cannot overcome that lifting up
No,
when you're on the brake. So when you move on to a load cell, because this isn't even a load cell yet.
no.
I think it'd be interesting to test this with a proper load cell and see if it handles it. But the quality of the seat is very good, and you can use it obviously as a desk chair. I think to wrap it up, basically, if you have a wheel stand and you have an office chair or any chair, I would say definitely try the chair link. I'll put the price in
Yeah.
the description.
Yeah, yeah. If you already have an office chair,
Yeah,
then that link is great. But as for the chair on its own, it's very comfortable.
yeah,
The swivel is really, I'm not worried about it. It doesn't feel like it's anything to worry about.
yeah. I mean, ironically, there's actually a pro with that. When you want to get out, you can actually just swivel it and get out. Whereas getting into a play seat is really, really difficult.
Yeah, you got
but-
to climb into it.
Yeah. No, I've been impressed by this. It's been fun to build it and put it together, and that chair link is, I think, a lot of thought has gone into it. It's really
Yeah.
not over-engineered. We just got interrupted. We're having to use so many cameras. It's so difficult to film stuff in real life. So if you do enjoy this, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to put Nathan's channel in the description as well, because Nathan, you're uploading more karting these days, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which is, if you want to see a very fast karter, then there's nowhere better to go than that. And let us know what you think of this setup, if there's anything else that you think might be interesting to try. I really, really, really enjoy doing the budget stuff because I feel like this is the most accessible way into sim racing.
Yeah.
And it used to be that sim racing on a budget was a bit crap, but now these products are coming down in price point, like the Moser i5, now like the Chairlink as well, and it's becoming more viable. So we'll keep testing them out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you did, and we'll see you next time.